So now all I have to do is anything I want to send down to the mass fabricator, I could actually put in this bus. It'll get stuck into this, pulled automatically out, and sent down to it, down to the chest. And the reason that I put the chest is, I have to figure out first of all what items will actually go in there. I was feeding it cobble before, so I noticed that the vacuum canner and the recycler here. When I said earlier that I was feeding stone into this fabricator over here, that's not actually where I was feeding the stone. It was... Oh, and I just came down here and turned this off because this one depleted. So I was running it on these two, but there was a lot of explosion noises. I don't think it was keeping up with enough hot liquid to keep those things running, so I just shut it off for now. So anyway, this is what I was feeding stone into, and if you look into this basic interface, this is where it is. So it wasn't the fabricator, it was the recycler, which was making me scrap, and the scrap was being fed down to the mass fabricator. So just to clarify. So I threw a lever on this canner because this canner also was not getting any redstone signal, so that'll get up to speed now. And I noticed that none of the crushed ores are running in here because I forgot a step. So I grabbed all the ones that I had wanted to process through those, and I forgot to actually set it up to extract them out of the ME system. So I think it was this one was dusts and this one was purified, right, and crushed. So let's do that. Actually, let's just do crushed for now. So we're going to pull the gold, the uranium, and the lead. And we're going to be pulling them out of the system. You can see they're being pulled out already and coming over here. And they're going to be fed into that machine. Thermal washer, man, that does a great job of doing it really fast. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So let's see, what do we got next? Oh, more uranium. So what's going to happen is when it has nowhere to go, it's going to end up going into one or the other. Ooh, what was that? Iron, gold, tin. Oh yeah, I left a space for copper. And over here we've just got iron and tin. Might as well throw uranium and lead in there too, so that both of these machines will process either or. So this one's got basically a whole stack, and they're basically going to keep moving through the system until you can see that they're bouncing back and forth between the two, until they actually all get processed. This is what's going to happen. Oh, it looks like we're running low on water. Maybe I should have one for each of these machines, because it's going to run out. It sure looks that way. Let's grab this water. Throw that down there. I don't want these machines to explode. Let's break these and pick them up. I need for water to be fed in there faster, it looks like. So maybe these hardened fluid ducts aren't the way to go for this. Maybe they don't do as quickly as we want. Or it could be that, let's see, does that run out? Yes, it does. Oh boy. Let's turn off this signal and get water running back in there again. Well, when I put that one on wrong. Panicking. Panic mode. Alright, there we go. Now we'll have water fed back in there. Panic mode. I don't know if they'll actually explode when There's no water in there, but heat is, not being applied. Now these things are just going to be pulled out and thrown right back in. Whoa. Are they all going in there? Yeah, they're all going back in there. Okay. So let's go with... Actually, we want the pressure ones. So let's get these pressurized fluid conduits. Now that these are filled up and the heat's actually off, let's replace all these. Did I miss one of those? No. Okay. So we still have heat in there. Let's do that, and that. And now we want to actually separate these two. So we don't want that connected. Now they're being fed separately. That should be able to keep up. Let's hope. Oh, I turned that back on? Idiot. Alright, let's start this again. Now we're actually going to have to go grab some more of that, aren't we? No, I still have them in there. Okay. So we need crushed iron ore. Crushed gold. Crushed tin. Crushed uranium. And crushed lead. And same thing over here. Iron. Oops, let's do it the same order. Gold. Tin. I think that's a little bit out of order, but that's okay. And lead. Now let's see how it keeps up. Yeah, not a problem. So that's definitely the difference. These, let's see. It says transfer rate varies by fluid. Doesn't really tell me. But these are actually max extract 100 millibuckets per tick. 100. So it's what is this? 100 buckets is 1, or is it 1,000? I can't remember. But anyway, it's keeping up perfectly. So that's good. Now we don't have any water issues. I definitely don't want these machines to explode because they're pretty expensive. So let's put all this back in here. All that should be processed. Do we have them coming down here? To be taken care of here. Only the tin. And that's probably not being fed in because we put iron, gold first. So let's look for purified, and here it is. Purified iron, purified uranium, there's purified tin. We'll have to look for gold soon. We're going to feed that into this machine here. So we've got purified iron. Oops, and you have to pop it in there. There's tin. Let's get that in there. Oh, that was already in there. Uranium. Okay. Then we come down here and we're going to be popping these in here. Iron, tin, uranium. Over on this side, we'll put gold, maybe. Okay. Do we have purified gold? No, not yet. So there we can see how it's being processed. It's going pretty quickly. Got tin. They look like they actually go along that route there. Let's see. Aha, that's why. That junction right there needs to be a basic logistics pipe. Yikes. Lots of traffic to be able to do that. So let's see here. Oh, up here. We're going to do a basic logistics pipe. This is going to be a little crazy here for a second, just because we're going to break this with all this traffic. But that's okay. There we go. Grab all them. Now we can throw these back in here. Purified, purified. And crust. Oh, there goes the gold. Maybe it's working on gold now. Come on, come on. Get me up there. Let's see. No, it's actually just going to push it through the system there. Not quite working on it yet. That's okay. It's still doing the iron. Tin looks like it's on hold while it's doing iron. I wonder if both of these are filled with iron. That one is, and that one is, yeah. So it's definitely going to do the iron first. Doesn't look like we have a problem with water, which is what I wanted to see. I may actually want to add a third one of these, just so things get processed pretty fast. Thermal washer. So we want to make an ore washer first. What do I need here? Iron plates, 2 buckets. So let's do the buckets first. There's one. Let's grab some iron since we're making a ton of it. Let's make another bucket. Just to let you know, my additional buckets here. This is my mod actually. It's in the alpha testing stage right now, so they will not work. I don't have them added to the ore dictionary yet as a bucket, or the item dictionary or whatever. So they do not work like a regular bucket yet, but they will fairly soon. Now I need the plates. Iron plates. That's a dense iron plate. There we go. Need 3 of those, please. 1, 2, 3. There's my ore washing plant. Now, in order to make an advanced machine, I can just click machine there, type machine. In order to make that thermal washer, we are going to need an advanced machine casing. And I don't have a recipe for that. So, an advanced machine casing is refined plates, carbon plates, and I think I have enough of those. Yeah, I've been making those for a while, so there we go. I can throw that ore washing plant back in there since it's going to be used. So the advanced machine plus the plant surrounded by sulfur, which I have plenty of, will give me my thermal washer. Now, we're going to put this system to the test here. I'm going to put that down, and I am going to actually feed another one off of this one to test it and see if it works. That's not what I wanted to do. We want that to be insert. Might as well set this to insert too, just so it shows where it's going. So I need to go this side, I guess. There we go. Now that's set on insert. Looks like it's still being fed, but this is already at 100%. So we need to extend our redstone signal to that machine. We also, we're going to need the redstone conduit, and the item conduit. Oh, it was already there. Grab half a stack of that. Okay. So the item conduit is going to extract from there, and we need to set that to... Where'd that go? We need to set that... Oh, come on. There we go. Oh, it was already on extract. We need to set that to always active. And then we need the redstone there. Now that should be heating up. And since it's filled with water, we should be good. Whoa. How'd that tiny pile of dust get in there? That's weird. Basic. And we are going to... Let's see what we have left for crushed. We still have gold. So let's throw a gold in there. And then when the purified comes out... Oh, this has no heat yet. Why is that? Didn't we extend that over? Should be getting a red... Oh, we have no power. So we need cable. And I made a few of those before. We can get rid of this servo and that fluid duct. That's not quite good enough for what we are doing. Let's lay that down. Now we should be getting power. And then we'll see the heat, excuse me, start to build up. So when I throw that in there, it should... Might take a little time, just because there's no heat buildup. It should make me my gold. There it is, purified gold. So now I've got a piece of purified gold. We come over here. Let's set this ore dictionary for purified gold. I think I'm going to get rid of that dust. Let's make this all purified coming out of this one. Or coming into this one. Anything purified is going to go in here. So we're making tons of iron. Right now. Iron. This is all going to be happening with the... quarries going. This is all going to be taking a long time. Or excuse me, this is going to be producing a lot of this stuff. We're going to take care of that, all those tiny piles of dust, and you can see that's, we have plenty of iron ingots now, but these tiny ones, 9 of these are actually going to make one ingot for us. So we've got many more to go too. Okay. Don't dilly-dally. So, we've got that purified gold. Let's actually come over here. And what do we have in here? This is all crushed. That's all purified. Let's throw that gold in there too. Now it'll pull out gold. And actually, we might even be able to see it. Head in here. No, they're taken up by iron, so that's probably going to take a while to get to that, but that's okay. So, have we set this to gold? No. So we need crushed, we need some crushed stuff. So let's do another iron, because that's going to be finished soon. The tin and the gold for that one. So we've got iron. That's the purified. No, that's the purified. So we want crushed up there. And the tin. There we go. Now we should see gold come in here. do I have it set to pull out gold? That's the question. That's on this side. So over here we've got dusts. Over here we've got gold. Yes. So it's pulling out. Oh, but I have to set it up here. Oh no, it's already set to pull. So did it pull our crushed gold out? It is not pulling our crushed gold out. And why is that? Is this chest filled? No. Crushed gold. Should be pulling that out. I wonder if the system's overwhelmed with all this traveling around. Interesting. So we're probably overwhelming the system at this point with all of these different things. Okay, so to slow things down a little bit, I pulled the acceleration cards out of these things. Now it's only pulling one item at a time and putting it into this chest. So that should slow things down a little bit. Now it looks like one in like every 5 or 6 is missing here for some reason. So let's do this. Let's grab one of these purified tins and throw it into this one. And we're going to do iron, gold, tin. Okay, now when they come out of here, after a little bit, these are already assigned 1. But once they enter the system, we should start seeing some go into this. There we go. Now that's interesting too, because now it looks like it's bypassing and going right into this one. Rather than going down here. Interesting. Well, I haven't figured that out quite yet, but, whoops. One of the problems that I have is that I have a great surplus of all these tinies. So let's take care of these right now. I got some lead. I've even got some gold and some sulfur, which we're actually using for these thermal washers. So let's do this. Let me grab a chest. I want to set up another system over there that will take care of all of these different tiny dusts and turn them into regular dusts, which we can then make into an actual ingot or some kind of an item. So let's do that. Item conduit here. And you know what? I think I'm just going to use item conduit. No, actually I'm not.
Make up your mind.
I'm going to use... Well, now I've got to decide. What am I going to use this item... what am I going to use to feed this into those... Let me see, do I have any filters for these? Oh yeah, I've got tons of filters. Awesome. So that's what I'll do. I'll just use this. We've already got some set up here for extracting. I did that a while ago. So let's do this. Let's feed all these into a chest. We're going to need to have a basic logistics pipe up there. To make sure it gets fed into everything. We're going to have an input. Well, I guess we can just come right down from that into this chest. We're going to tell this that we want all of the iron dusts. Actually, let's do gold because gold doesn't have that many. We want gold dust to come down here and land in this chest. Then what we're going to do is we're going to extract from this chest all the time. And it's going to feed into all of these machines just like we export in a row here. I think I have some more packagers, so I'll just leave that one up. Okay. So things are going to come down here. They're going to get put into this chest, and then they're going to get fed out and put into all of these. And what we're going to do is, inside of here, let me see, we are going to put a filter. And that filter is going to say any pile of gold, tiny pile of gold that comes in here, and we're going to put that on insert mode. Oh, actually, we need that filter for insert. Insert mode. Any pile of tiny gold dust that comes down the way, that comes out of this chest, is going to feed into this packager and create our gold dust rather than tiny pile. It's going to make a gold dust. So what I need up here is I need to make another ender chest. Oh, I have one. Good. So a white is what I'm using over there, and we're going to use it over here too. Anything that gets extracted out of any of these machines is going to automatically be inserted in here, and that's going to be put back into the system. White is the one that gets imported into the ME system. So now our gold should come down here, be fed into this chest, and then be fed into this packager. All of the rest of these are not set up for that. So that should be good, and it should work. Now we need to come down here and what is this one over here? Is that nothing? Okay, we're going to do this one as our tiny piles. So tiny pile of gold is going to be extracted out. It should end up coming down this way, and it is. Land in this chest. Which I guess it did. And then end up in here, yeah. So we didn't have that many. Once that reaches all 9 of these, then it'll make it into a dust. So now that we know that the system works and it pulls, let's throw a filter in here under insert mode that says any iron that comes down, tiny pile of iron, gets pushed into this packager. Now we come up here and say, I'm looking for tiny piles of iron to be pushed down here. Then we come down here to our tiny piles part, and we say we also want iron to be pulled out of there. It's weird how that goes around. Oh, that's why. Because we need a basic logistics pipe right there. Oops, I should have had it ready. There we go. That intersection, boy, gets you every time. That's why I was going around in a circle. So now, tiny piles of iron should be pulled out of there and pushed into that packager. And you can see they are. Iron dust is being made. Now is that set to extract? It is, but it's not set to always extract. We want these to be set to always extract. Then those dusts will be pulled out of there and put into the chest, which puts it back into the ME system. Awesome. So now we've got a working system over here to take care of those tiny piles of dust. Let's add one more for the tin. So we want first of all, let's set all of these. I guess I didn't do that before, which I thought I had. Always active. Always active. Always active. Can we get this last one or one or the no? Oh, what's happening here? Oh boy, this is not good. What is going on here? I guess it's not. It's feeding them out faster than it's putting them into the chest. So what I need to do is get rid of this. That's a bad mistake. There we go. Now it'll feed him into the chest only. Let's throw some more into this chest. Boy, that packager doesn't do it fast enough. The system's feeding out too fast. Oh, I know why. I know why that is. Let's fix that. That's because this one still has the accelerator in it. Let's pull that accelerator out so it only pulls those out one at a time. Ooh, that's not good. So let's pull a few of these out of here. Feed that back into the ME system. Big mistake. There we go. Disastrous. I hope I didn't lose any. I bet I did. That's okay. We have a ton of iron. There we go. That's a little better. Let's see how fast it's doing it. So in order to help with that, what we could do, let me see if I can get up here and stay, is put another filter in here. Oop, that's not extract. We want insert. There we go. Put another filter in that one. Take another. Oh, do we not have? Let's grab one more iron. I fed those back in. Now we'll have two packagers doing iron. Right? Oh, I don't have the packager set. No, I don't have to set that. What am I talking about? So let's see. Tiny pile of iron dust. Insert. I guess maybe it's keeping up now that I lowered it. Yeah, it appears to be. So let's set that for tin. Let's get rid of that. We'll put tin. We'll come up here. We'll put tin. Now any tin that comes in here is going to get fed in here and sent down to the packager. There we go. Alright, tin also going to be pulled out of there. We'll keep it like that just for now. The good thing is that because I have all this stuff in my inventory, like tons of it in the inventory from where I ran the quarries before, and it wasn't doing any of this stuff, once I get all of these processed out of the ME system, it's not going to be doing it as fast. Even with two quarries, I can't imagine that it's going to be doing this fast. I mean, look at that. That's tons and tons of stuff being fed through that system. It's definitely not going to be as bad as that. Worst case scenario is if I feed cobble into the compacting recycler to make scrap, that'll take a lot of lag and cause a lot of problems with the system. But we'll wait until this catches up and then see how it does with the tin.